everybody. It is Addison. I'm here for my Wednesday Addison Unleashed. So this morning, I'm obviously driving. I don't know why, but it's my favorite time to live stream. It just is. I enjoy live streaming and driving because I get to just chat with you. It's like having a conversation with like a ton of my best friends. It's amazing. I'm actually driving to my favorite Starbucks. It is not the closest Starbucks to me, but it is my favorite Starbucks just because it's like cozy and it's like my Starbucks cheers because everybody knows my name. And I walk in and they're like, "Hey, Addison." Not that I even go there that often because I actually don't. I'm not a huge Starbucks person, but that's besides the point. Today I really wanted to kind of touch in at a deeper level on conflicting values on my coaching page. And if you're not a friend of my coaching page, head over there and like that. But I wrote an article and I think I posted it on my personal profile as well about conflicting values. And this has actually come up a couple times. It just kind of really got sunk in when I was talking to a specific client the other day, because he verbalized it in a way that was just perfect. But this need to sometimes, we have these values and we're like, yes, that is a value. Yes, that is a value. Not realizing that at times we're going to have to prioritize our values. And I don't mean make priorities in our life. I mean actually prioritize our values. So the example I used, and that was kind of brought to me, was authenticity, being authentic, and also not hurting people. That this was two values. Both values that I actually myself hold. Like I try to be a loving, wholehearted person that does not intentionally cause harm to anybody. That is one of my value systems. But I also work to be authentic and am getting more and more authentic. That is actually a value. About a year ago, I looked at, and I said, yes, I value being authentic, and yet there was a lot of places I wasn't stepping up. And so it's actually a value I'm going to be kind of coming back around to in the near future, to really fine-tune even again. But I use the example of these two values. Well, at times, if we're going to be authentic, we're going to hurt people, and vice versa. So if we are going to choose to be a wholehearted, well, that's not true either, because if we're being a wholehearted person, then we're actually being authentic. But we really have to look at, my point is, you have to look at your values and the priority of these values, and there's a lot of times that our values will conflict. And so looking truly at, okay, well, what is more important to me? So freedom, and I'm reading a comment. I'm at a stop sign, so it's okay if I read. Freedom can be a value, like having lots of freedom, but also if being responsible is also one of your values, well, at times, that is going to be a major conflicting value. That is. It's going to be a complete conflicting value. And more than even just conflicting values, which we really need to, if you have never done this, I would encourage you to write out your top 20 values. Then go back and break it down to 10. Then go back and take those 10 and put them in order and look at your top 3 to 5. And those are the values you need to be reminding of yourself of day in and day out, and asking yourself, am I living in accordance with this? And this morning I used the kind of being a good kind of heart-centered person, not hurting somebody, and also the authenticity piece, well, there are going to be times when you're going to have to look at something and go, okay, I'm going to choose this value. And there are times, for example, that I would have to choose authenticity over hurting somebody, because the fact is we're always hurting somebody. And that is just one example. But you all choose your values every single day. You prioritize. Okay. Are you prioritizing your values at a conscious level, or are you just allowing your life to push you here and there? So I say that you prioritize your values every single day, because every single thing we do in our life leads to our values, leads to how we're living our life. And it, like when you go to work each day, you're choosing your value of work potentially over your value of family, even though your work could be the reason, your family could be the reason you're going to work. So really just looking at what are your values, prioritizing them, and how are they really integrating? How are they really connecting? Somebody said balance is important, and so I didn't used to hate that word. And then I talked to my mentor, and after I changed my viewpoint on the word balance, because balance, she's right, and in that balance is bullshit. There's no way to be in balance. We're in harmony. We're in harmony. It's going, okay, what is working right now? However, our values are our values are our values. I'm sorry, those are at our core, and so those don't balance out. Those are, no, this is my value. I need to stick to this. Now, we don't want to be rigid. Rigid is different, but we want to say that we're always staying in kind of alignment to those values. But even more than just conflicting values, and that's what really the video is for today, because I wanted to expand, is look at how your goals in life, we're getting into a place in our year where everybody is looking at goals. Everybody's in this resolution. I've got my thoughts on New Year's resolutions, but that's not this video. Everyone's into this New Year's resolution thing and creating goals and attacking the new year, which is awesome to really want to kind of step into your life. But are your values really in alignment with your goals? So if you have goals of like traveling the world, however, you also, if that is your goal, but you have your main value system is your family, and your traveling is going to take you away from your family, how is that going to work? It's not that it can't work, because it can. It very much can work. But you need to be looking at how that is going to work, how you are going to continue to stay in alignment with your goal while also not getting out of alignment with your values. And I think that we can create these amazing goals in our life, but if they're not in alignment with our values, we won't stick to them, and that really is the case. If you have a goal and it does not resonate with your actual core value system, you will lose momentum, you will lose focus, and you will actually feel depleted, because it will be pulling you away from alignment. So yeah, I am just suggesting everybody take a second today, tonight, tomorrow, even if you have to push it off, but journal out what are your values. Put them in that priority list, and then I want you to go back and note your top 3 goals. We'll just say 3. Your top 3 goals for the next 6 months, and see, are they in alignment? Can you get to your goals and still stay in your value system? And if there is anything that could conflict, how can you negotiate that? Or do you really want that goal? Do you really want that goal? So yeah, I just want you to kind of look at all that and if you can get your goals and your values in alignment, and also understanding where potentially there could be some hiccups between them, it's going to be a lot smoother for you to kind of move through those difficult times with the goal, or kind of recalibrate how you're doing the goal. So anyway, I am almost at my favorite Starbucks, so I am gonna let you all go. I hope that you guys are having an amazing Wednesday. Go check out, I have a bunch of courses on my course page that you might be interested in if you are looking at doing some moving forward in the next few months. And I definitely have some really cool stuff on the horizon coming out, so keep an eye out. Go check out my coaching website, not my page, you can do that too, but my coaching website at addisonbuild.net. And other than that, I'll see you guys tomorrow, and I'm sending you all light, love, and tons of blessing on this beautiful Wednesday. All right, everybody, see you soon.